Hey everyone, Carl back with Literal Lessons, bringing you a deep dive on Togekiss. Remember to hit that like button, hit the subscribe button, ring the bell for notifications for when new videos go live. We put stuff out every day, somehow, almost always related to VGC in some shape or fashion. So definitely keep an eye out for that. We are very close to that 250 subscriber mark. Would love to hit that by the end of June. We might even do a little bit of special something if we can hit that mark before June comes to a close here. So, Togekiss. Togekiss is infamously the most popular Pokemon in VGC for Sword and Shield. It has a very deep move pool that lets it do a million different things, both offensive and defensive. We've probably seen every build and flavor of Togekiss between Series 1 through 5, and most people will know Togekiss as the Pokemon that has just been the bane of most Sword and Shield's existence. Follow Me has been very, very popular. It also gets Ally Switch, Yawn, a whole bunch of other support moves. It has access to Super Luck as an ability, but most people are very familiar with the supportive attacking sets through Series 3 and 5. Was very popular as a support attacker kind of thing. So the history for Sword of Togekiss's stint through Sword and Shield is very, very long. So the TLDR, it's been a mainstay in the meta since Series 1, the very first series, and it's only been going up from there until about Series 6 where it got banned. At one point it was at 60+% usage in the meta, and it was either a must-play or must-answer Pokemon. Tons of people were playing it, tons of people had answers for it. You had to just expect Follow Me, Ally Switch all the time. And like I mentioned, it got banned in Series 6, but after that banning, it never really came back the way to the way it was. Series 7 introduced a bunch of new steel types. Regieleki came into the format, was very, very popular for a while. So it was kind of hard for Togekiss to kind of come back into this super offensive meta with a bunch of these pseudo-legendaries and steel types and Thundurus, Landorus, things like that. It was hard for Togekiss to come back and fill in that Follow Me support role that it had been doing before. Series 7, if I remember correctly, Togekiss fell down to 2% usage at one point. So going from 60 plus to 2 was a very big fall. However, Series 8 and 9 kind of started to see Togekiss pop up a little bit more. Series 9 more so than Series 8. As of right now, this recording, it is 8% usage, which is a much improved compared to what it was before, but still nowhere near the 60% plus usage it was at before that. So, partners for Togekiss. Togekiss has been paired with almost everything just because of its great utility. It's decent. It's got a very good typing in Fairy and Flying, so it has a lot of resistances and it hits a lot for neutral damage. So it's been paired with everything under the sun as of right now in Series 9. Regieleki is a very common one. Incineroar, Urshifu, all these random Pokemon. It's also really good at setting up Trick Room just because it has that Follow Me and Ally Switch nonsense. And being a flying type means you get to use it against alongside more unique Trick Room setters like Bronzong, Stakataka. You could also utilize it against alongside a Porygon 2, where Porygon 2 can Dynamax and Togekiss can kind of play the support role with it. It's really, really cool. So Togekiss's movesets. The moves are fairly organized here. Dazzling Gleam, Follow Me, Air Slash, Protect are the most common top 4 moves. You'll see this most of the time. If anybody just grabs Pikalytics and opens it up, or Arcadex, these are the top 4 moves you're going to see most of the time. Helping Hand, Yawn, Heat Wave, Ally Switch. What are some other ones? Aura Sphere I've seen. I can't remember any of the other ones right now. But you get the idea. It's got a very deep move pool and it's got a lot going for it. Item-wise, it's just as diverse. Scope Lens is the most common because of Super Luck. A lot of people are notorious for running Crit Kiss back in Series 3 as the answer to this kind of supporting Togekiss that we were seeing with Follow Me and Yawn. People started playing Crit Kiss with just Follow Me. and you would play Heat Wave and Dazzling Gleam and Air Slash and just try to get crits constantly with Scope Lens and Super Luck. Nowadays, though, it's not as popular. You're kind of like looking for be more of a bulky kind of damage dealer rather than a all offensive damage dealer. So you end up with items like Wakan Berry. Wakan means you don't die to Regieleki a lot of the time. I think there's like Life Orb, Electro Ball, if you're not at a certain speed, can still get you with it through Wakan, but I'm not sure. Razor Claw is just another Scope Lens. Safety Goggles to kind of play against Venusaur and Amoonguss and all that stuff. Choice Scarf to outspeed things. Babiri Berry to help try and survive against Metagross. Fun fact, I don't think you survive a +2 Steel Spike from a Metagross, so I don't think Babiri Berry is going to help you much there. And then Citrus Berry rounding out these total items here. So, movesets for Togekiss. This first set is the standard HP, special defense, speed, split things you see. This one still survives Metagross, but not Weakness Policy Metagross. If it's just max attack AV, you will survive Iron Head most of the time. You don't survive the Dynamax attacks, but that's to be expected. Don't expect Togekiss to survive those kinds of attacks. Air Slash, Dazzling, Protect, Follow Me, fairly standard stuff. The second set here is the Scope Lens set. It is the Crit Kiss set. It is the fast, gonna Dynamax this thing, blow you up with crit, Airstream, crit, Dazzling Gleam, crit, whatever. Looking to just deal as much damage as possible. Very straightforward. The last set I have here is a Babiri Berry set, which helps you kind of survive against the Metagross and still survives Regieleki Thunderbolt. Timid Regieleki with Magnet deals 99.5% at max at a high roll, so hope that they're timid is the best I can tell you. Regieleki sets have started to trend towards the modest side with Life Orb just to deal as much damage as possible, so this set's probably not going to be as viable here in about a week or so, or for like PC4, but definitely keep an eye out for trying to get that Togekiss to where it can survive a Regieleki hit and things like that. So building with Togekiss is hard. It's got a lot of different options. You got a lot of different sets. You can EV it to do almost anything at this point. And just like as we just saw, I had 3 different sets with 3 different items and 3 different EVs, and none of them had any kind of real semblance besides the moves. But that's the fun part of building Togekiss, is you kind of just mix and match all these moves together, try to figure out what you want to do with it. The cool part is you can still build Dynamax Togekiss, but have Follow Me. Or you can play a late game style Togekiss in the back that still has Scope Lens and can crit, but has Yawn and Follow Me and Protect and things like that. And I don't feel like there's a wrong way to build it, because it just does so much. Beating Togekiss, Togekiss is very weak to the physical Pokemon with Stab. Things like Glastrier, Metagross, Thundurus, Kartana, Rhyperior. I had another one, and I can't think of it. Stack Attack, that's the other one. Rock, Steel, Ice, Electric, all of these things are really, really good against Togekiss, especially with their physical damage instead of special damage. So having those on your team are just a shoo-in of beating Togekiss, and that's what pushed Togekiss out of the format to begin with. Tapu Fini can help against support Togekiss specifically because Yawn shenanigans and whatnot. Togekiss's one main thing was it always almost carried Yawn and would just sneak it in there and get people every once in a while. So having Tapu Fini on your team can help prevent that. And spread moves just generally are better against Togekiss because it has that redirection and ally switch aspect. Rock Slide, Electro Web, all those kinds of things are really, really good against it as well. Things like Coco, trying to think, Garchomp's another one that gets Rock Slide that can do a lot of damage to it. Electro Web from Malecki, Electro Web from Thundurus can still do work, so just kind of think about that when you're team building. So to wrap up on Togekiss, the options are endless for this Pokemon. There is nowhere to go but up for this thing. It's going to probably see more play as we develop more into Series 9, start seeing some other of these Series 5 Pokemon that were very popular back then kind of start to pop up in the meta, like Cinderace and stuff like that. And the fact that Togekiss can be both bulky support or Dynamax threat all at the same time if it wants to be, can cause opponents a lot of headaches. It may offer a ton of different options, but it struggles against certain Pokemon that were very popular in Series 7, so don't fear trying to like, oh, Togekiss is on the other side, I don't have X. You probably have some way to hit it really hard. Don't worry. And just because Togekiss was on the tops of VGC for so long, it might be time for it to come back. It's had that low point for a while, and it's kind of starting to trend back up, but as it starts to trend back up, I feel like people will kind of get shell-shocked by it, culture-shocked, and just be like, oh, we have to prep for Togekiss again, and Togekiss will start to fall back down again as Metagross and Thundurus and things like that come back into the meta. And with that mess of an outro being said, I want to thank everyone for hanging out and watching today. Make sure to check out the Twitter. All of our handles are on the screen right now. Make sure to check out the Discord. Links in the description down below. Remember to subscribe. We have an LRQ this weekend, so if you're interested in that, go join the Discord and then go sign up for the LRQ. It's a $5 entry. If you win, you get entered into our invitational in November. Plus, there's like some kind of prize payout. I believe it's first gets 66% of whatever the prize pay-in was or whatever, or something like that. So if you're interested in any kind of monetary thing, definitely come check that out. And have a wonderful morning, afternoon, evening, wherever you're at in the world, and we will see you next week. Bye, everyone.